were saying to me that they've been told that they cannot stand up and conduct active support.
What?
Yeah, unfortunately. So that's obviously something that, as a sport, we need to address, because felt really sorry for them.
That's ridiculous. That is boneheaded in the extreme. Boneheaded. Anyway, sort that out, hopefully. Hopefully the powers that be can have a word, sort it out. People just trying to enjoy themselves at the football, as you do at the football, stand up, chant, yell, and do those things. And they're certainly doing that at the northern end. Noticed that in the first half, but I didn't know that about the Adelaide United side of things, where, hey, that's a look. Rey Mysterio. Ufuk Talay is ready to join us. He's ready right now. Ufuk, the first half from your side, Bozza was mentioning you controlling the game with and without the ball, and without the ball you're doing well. You're satisfied that that's the template going forward, or are you going to be a little higher up the pitch in this second half without the ball?
Yeah, look, it's a game that we obviously need to win. I thought we created a couple of good chances where we should have capitalised on in the first half, and look, defensively we've been good as well.
Bozza, you got a question?
No.
Okay.
Wish him all the best for the second half.
Thanks, guys.
I got one. No, I got one. Another one. Any changes? Okay with how Ben Wayne's going as well up front?
Yeah, look, I think the boys will get their second win. It's been a tough week for us, but they pulled up well, and hopefully they can continue in the second half.
Yeah, a lot of travel for your side. Good luck. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, they've gone Perth straight to Tasmania. Tasmania game on Thursday night against Western United, and then here we are this Sunday Anzac Day, the game. And all the teams in the A-League are going to have to cop this throughout the back end of this season, with a lot of games to play in a short amount of time. As Adelaide United look to start moving the ball quickly, which you have to do when a team is set up so well defensively like Wellington have been. Davila just bounces off Dorigo. Puts it back in his left, you feel. Chops past to Mateo, but Dorigo stayed with. There's Tom Ahmed in the box, looking for company. Ball. Looking for a runner in that channel. Not there, but a good little moment to start things for Wellington.
Very similar start to the first half in terms of Wellington straight on that front foot. Looking to catch Adelaide out early. These are the moments that Adelaide need to be brave in terms of their playing out. Beginning of each half, when the opposition's fresh, able to close you down far better than towards the middle and the end parts of halves. They need to believe in themselves, trust what they do, and keep playing their football. As for Wellington, they definitely believe in what they're doing. And ironically, for all the possession Adelaide had in that first half, it was Wellington who created the best chance.
Best two, one off the crossbar and one into the right paw of Joe Gauci, who held his spot really well. One day looking to release Goodwin. Cavallo.
Look at him underlapping, that's much better.
Goodwin looks to zip to feet to Stephen Mork, but Alex Rufer was in the way. Goodwin, it's a foul. Heavy one on Davila, who...
Now, the one thing on top of that for Adelaide, excellent, with Cavallo underlapping. There's the foul there from Goodwin, right decision. Is that I need to see Mork or Juric now making runs in towards the pockets, pockets being that space in between the outside edge of the 18-yard box, the outside edge of the 6-yard box.
Goodwin. Here's a moment for Adelaide. Juric's touch, but it falls to Stephen Mork. And Cavallo, fast stick, nearly for Tommy, who got to his feet really quickly. And that was a massive opportunity for Adelaide.
Well, I'm sure the whole of Adelaide and all their support are asking the same question I am to myself, is how did they miss that? Mork does really well. Oh, it was great defending, you have to say. I think that was Louis Fenton. That slight deflection is what made all the difference. Let's have a look here. That's not Fenton. It's Payne.
Who's done that on
countless
multiple
occasions
this season.
Superb defending.
After he's gone to centre-back, Tim Payne, he's been almost a revelation in terms of the game they played here against Perth, where they just held Perth at bay, and Perth got the ball into the box about 60 times. But time and time again, Tim Payne was in the way or headed away. One of the most resolute defensive performances of the season. T. Payne. Goodwin. And Dorigo to Cavallo. One-on-one with Fenton. Sale thought about it, held his ground, and the ball spun his way.
Decision there. Josh Laws did really well. The goalkeeper doesn't call for it. Just take it like any other normal ball.
Bit of space here for Halloran to have a go. Straight at Sale, he fumbles. Goodwin. This is everything. What
a chance. Great strike, you have to say, by Halloran. I'd assume it moved all over the place, and Sale did what he could with it. Then a wonderful chance for Goodwin. Once again, it was Payne. Yeah, look at it, moving all over the place. Just watch Payne button Sale for the follow-up. Made it so difficult for Goodwin.
You said early in the season this Nike ball does, if you hit it right, it can do all kinds of things.
Well, we saw it right here. It was Luke Bratton, I think, hit one from a distance, and Neuenhoff right here for Sydney against Wellington. I said Wellington started off very similar to what they did in the first half. The big difference being now in the second half is Adelaide's come back so quick. Two wonderful chances in the space of a minute.
Works out for Fenton. Timothy takes no chances at the back. Alex Brosk, a bit more openness about the early stages of this second half.
Yeah, definitely is. I think Adelaide, they're starting to really convert those chances now into, or the possession that they've had, into actual goal-scoring chances. Tommy Urich went close there, and Craig Goodwin obviously should have done a lot better with some great defending to deny him. I think Adelaide are really, for me, I think the message from halftime would have been, look, this first 10 minutes out of the break is really important. We need to show...
Stephen Mork with the goal that Adelaide had promised in these opening 5 minutes. It's a massive one for the Reds, and their goal-scoring midfielder does it again.
Exceptional goal from Adelaide, from one part of the pitch all the way to the other, resulting in a goal. I was just about to say as well, Adam, massive difference in terms of Stephen Mork for the last 15 minutes of that first half, and so the start of the second half, how much further forward he was getting. And that is a wonderful, wonderful finish and a great team goal. Started all the way back here in their own half and went the full length of the pitch, cut the ball back, and that is a really good finish. Just watch his body position here as well, Morks. Always important, and Alex Bross will tell you this when crosses are coming in from either side. The chest should be at least facing the corner flag. And then it's about the swivel and the contact, and he done that. Deserved 1-0 lead for Adelaide from the second half's perspective. Interested to see now how Wellington reacts.
7th goal of the season. Late runs into the box, Stephen Mork. That's been his thing. And provided so many big moments for his side this season. In this successful season so far, which has them in the live ladder on top right now with this 1-0 advantage. Could be 2 if Goodwin gets it right here. Bombing down this left-hand side. Goodwin straight at Sale with his right foot. It's still alive. Not cleared properly by Wellington, and Louis Dorigo at an air swing, and Wellington can break now. Tom Ahmed played in by Wayne, but his touch lets him down. Timotheo's there to mop up.
And Adelaide rightfully going for the jugular. Good save again by Sale. Kept his team in the game. Stood up big and strong. Then we saw the air swing from Dorigo. Important moments here for Wellington. They've got to stay in the fight. Can't afford to concede a second goal.
Falls to ground. Cavallo strains everything to keep it in and does well. It's a Wellington throw-in just on Stephen Mork. He only touched the ball 6 times in the first half already. At 7 minutes in. This second half, he's touched the ball 6 times, and one of them has been for the goal.
The last 15 minutes of that first half, and that would have been Ross Aloisi and Carl Beard telling him to get a little bit closer to Tommy Juric. Because as we saw in that first half, Tommy Juric was left rather isolated, and you saw that. Here's a save. Does well here, Goodwin. Tries to roof it. Good save from Ollie Sale. Why is it a good save? People say it's straight in. Yes, when the play is very, very close to you, it's very, very easy for a goalkeeper to crouch down a little bit low, and understandably so. So sometimes those shot towards the roof of the net are the hardest to save. There's that air swing. He'll tell us that it was a dummy.
Yeah, left him for the play behind him. Goes all the way back to Gauchi. He goes long. Started in a high position here. Adelaide Mork, oh, brilliant.
Super.
Absolutely brilliant.
Super play from Gauchi, Halloran and Mork.
Dorigo out to Gavello. And Goodwin. Elsie out to Strain. Halloran. It's a good ball into Juric, who goes to ground. He was looking for the contact, and Adam Kersey not interested.
Turned on a sixpence. Oh. Look again.
Not enough for the VAR to even think about overturning that one. Josh Laws, the young defender, had the look on his face as if to say, making the most of that.
He looked straight over the referee. That was close.
Good to see the Adelaide fans, Boz, you mentioned it at half-time. They've gone to the northern end and they're standing up and enjoying themselves like you should be able to do at a football game.
Well done for them. It would have been easy just to...
get the ump and walk out?
Pretty much so. I was going to say it in another way, but I don't think it would be appropriate on television at this time. But, yeah, basically, they've done well. They've gone to the other side, compromise the other side of the ground so they can do active support.
It was interesting when you cop an etiquette lesson from M. Bosnich. Anyway, play on. Oh, Payne goes in solidly. Stephen Mork has certainly got his touch going in the second half, and he can set the Jet on his way. Halloran with his right foot. Sale, great save. Just out of Goodwin's reach, and that was a near thing for the Knicks.
Wonderful play again from Adelaide. Stephen Mork is absolutely on fire. Halloran doesn't do too much wrong. This is all about this wonderful save again. And this was his best save of the game from Ollie Sale, keeping his team in the game. Craig Goodwin couldn't capitalise. Halloran goes for the far corner, does everything right. Great positioning from Sale. Great save, keeping his team in the game.
Vitale just having a discussion with his playmaker, Davila, off camera. Just maybe a little readjustment here for the Knicks, because certainly Adelaide has... Stephen Mork, for one, his starting position is much, much higher. I don't know if you've noticed that, Alex Brosk, or something else about the Reds, this dynamic start to the second half.
Yeah, definitely. Stephen Mork is a lot higher now. He's, I think, just getting in behind the two sitting midfielders there, and I think it's making it hard for them. They keep looking over their shoulder, and he's getting in great positions. And what a goal does for your confidence. Since that goal, he's just been, every single touch is coming off. He's looking like Ronaldinho at the moment, so it's great to see him in a bit of form.
I wonder if he'll hit some of Wollongong's nightlife to continue the comparison a bit later on. Anyway, it's not important right now. Here he is on the ball again, Mork. One day, got away with that.
I think Vitale and his staff have got to consider making some subs at the moment. Keeps going like this.
One day, out to Gavello on his favoured left. Can't quite wrap his boot around it. Gary is trying to leave it for as long as possible before making a definitive decision. He'll come away because Halloran fell to ground. Lewis. Villa. Over the top to Ben Waine. This is a really intelligent run. Hamed's there as well. Timotheo gets in a tangle. Play on. Waine.
Super strike.
Fourth goal in his last 4 games, and Ben Waine has got the Knicks back into it.
What character this side have got. On the ropes. and they come back like that. Fantastic ball from De Vere. Absolutely outstanding. And once the ball starts bouncing for central defenders, they're always in trouble. And I think Timotheo will actually be, in a strange way, thankful that Benjamin Wayne has gone on and scored, because I think he would have been facing a red card for denying a goal-scoring opportunity. The only thing we've got to wait for now is that gets it all clear from VAR in terms of the offside. But what a fantastic ball from De Vere. And Wayne pounces on it to make it 1-1.
So cool from Wayne. We're just checking the offside on Tomo Hamed. Now, this has happened before, of course, this season, in a big moment against Western Sydney Wanderers late on against Bankwest, and arguably the game of the season. Just in a holding pattern at the moment. And they are checking this offside when Wayne, what a mighty smile. It's 4-4, joining an elite company as far as Wellington Phoenix goes in their short history. With Krishna, Jeremy Brocky. We're not sure yet, Ben. We can't give the thumbs up, unfortunately, back. Now he's worried. This is how tight it is. Ahmed.
I think they're okay.
I reckon it's right in line.
That's the thing about this one too. Unless I think the first one's okay, but I'm thinking if Hamed's touched the ball there when he gets fouled by Timotheo, is Wayne offside?
Well, then, if that's the case, does that then bring in the goal-scoring opportunity situation on George Timotheo with the red card?
Yeah, look here, watch. Has he touched that? Well, was that Timotheo? Here. They're looking at that one, definitely.
Well, looking at this contact, you're right, Bozza, so it's the first one they're okay with. And we're all clear. Happily so. Wayne joins Brocky, Krishna, and Davila to score in 4 straight games for the Knicks. And it certainly is against the run of play so far in this first 15 minutes. The game has certainly come to life. And we're in for a ripping last half an hour or so here on your Anzac Day football on Fox Sports.
What a game we've got here.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic comeback from Wellington.
Juric does well. 2 for company. He's going to do really well to wriggle out of problems there. Instead, he gives away the foul. You mentioned about changes for Wellington Phoenix. Josh Sotirio was being readied, and he was just about to make an entrance, I reckon. But he's been told to go back and warm up after that moment and equalised.
Understandably so. And also, in terms of Wellington Phoenix, great debt of gratitude to their goalkeeper, Oliver Sale, who kept them in the game during that period. It gets to show in our sport, you're never out of it. If you don't give up, you keep the scores as tight as possible, what can happen? A fantastic ball from De Vere. Hamed done well as well. And a really good finish for the young Benjamin Wayne.
Lewis. Davila does well to dispossess. Davila and Mork again. Ball across heftily. And Mork, a little nick on McGarry, gives away the foul.
Now we'll see if this young dynamic Adelaide side can return the favour in terms of coming back just as strong as they were when they were 1-0 up.
In a way, though, Bozza, given the fact that they couldn't unpick this deep block from Wellington as Rufer finds Wayne with a really good ball in the first half. I wonder if open space is suiting them a bit better. Here's a big chance again for Wayne. Bring in McGarry. Not quite, not enough on the ball to the left back. Laws is going to have to do well here with Juric, and he gets rid of him. I don't know about that. That's a foul. And all 3 Adelaide coaches are up.
As are the players.
Players not happy. That looked a 50-50 won by Tommy Juric.
Did. Looked like Laws has got himself in trouble. I think that was not a foul. I think it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. And I think Laws got himself in trouble. He was the one who started to hold first. It's very fortunate for Wellington. Yeah, I hear what you're saying about the deep block, but Adelaide were creating chances before that. Before they scored their opening goal.
Rufa. Hamed. Lewis. Rufa again. Well, dropping a bit deeper to get on the ball. Here's Rufa. To play in Wayne. Ball that wasn't really on. And Adelaide can break here. One day, out to Goodwin. Ben Wayne getting back to help out. DeRigo to Strain, and Halloran's out there as well for Adelaide. Back to Ryan Strain, who's never scored in the A-League. Doesn't get through to the goalkeeper. Blocked, well positioned. Cavallo has room to operate. Options. Looks not to go to Juric, instead Goodwin. Strain. DeRigo, Mork for Strain. Perhaps a foul on Lewis by Mork. Not given.
It's definitely a foul.
That's a foul on Strain, who's gone down. David Ball is particularly happy with that particular adjudication from Adam Kersey.
Well,
he goes into the book.
A little bit more unhappy with the fact that originally, I think there was a foul on the Wellington player. Now all of a sudden they're facing a free kick in a dangerous position. I think before that, I think it was Clayton Lewis. I thought that there was a foul against him.
Point is, it's a free kick now for Craig Goodwin in a dangerous area. All the tall timber up for Adelaide. To Mateo, Elsie, Juric. Certainly is. Alisal, easy meat for him.
It's a poor ball from Craig Goodwin. He knows it as well. There's so much more quality than that. It was a really good position.
One day, battling. Fenton got away with that one. A rebound off Halloran, who fouls him. That was a clear one. Everyone asking for a card on the Knicks bench. Kurt Ams is basically security guard down there, marshalling both technical areas.
Well, I don't know if Srebdolowski's tactic of covering up the screen has worked. All the attention's now on Kurt Ams, the fourth official.
Worst job in football, fourth official. Thankless. Here's De Villa's free kick. Gauci coming for it.
Good goalkeeping. Dominant.
Lewis, ball's off on a run. De Villa's out on this right-hand side. Can't quite bring it down cleanly. Gets another go at it.
Oh, right idea. Hammett and Wayne didn't know exactly what he was going to do. I could tell from here. But it's exactly the right idea.
We've got a
head knock
problem, I think, here for
Jordan Elsey.
Down to Alex Bryce, because that point about the first half, it seemed Wellington really happy to sit in that deep block, and Adelaide finding it hard to pick it apart. And it's hard to pick it apart when the players are fresher, obviously, and no defensive mistakes made. So we see Joe Gauci come out for that one. That's where he's copped the knock. But you reckon it suits Adelaide a little better that the game has stretched out a bit in this second half? It suits their style of play?
I think so, because I think you'd assume, given Wellington's travel, like we mentioned a few times, they're going to start to get tired in that second half. I know Ulfie freshened up the squad a little bit, and you can see it there. This second half, they haven't gone backwards at all. And the way they came back from 1-0 down, and it actually was starting to look very, very concerning for them when they went 1-0 down. Adelaide just looked like they were piling on the pressure. But since then, look, I think we can't underestimate the fact that these guys are living away from home. The closeness that comes from that, and these guys, it's for moments like that when you go down 1-0. That's when the character in the team really comes to the fore, and you can see it. These guys, when they went down, they didn't put their heads down. They've just gone forward. They're like, right, okay, let's get to it. Let's get a goal back, which they did, and they look great again. So, but whatever Carl Viet said at halftime to get, Stefan Mork more involved, more on the ball has definitely worked, but it's just turned into end-to-end, and it's a fascinating game at the moment.
Absolutely. Thanks, Broski. As Jordan Elsey gets his wits about him again. It was an innocuous-looking one, Boswell, but can be very, very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous. I was just about to say, anyone who's sparred boxing will know this. When you take shots in boxing around the ear region, behind it, or on top of it, it can knock your whole equilibrium off. And if you saw that incident there, Gauchi actually came through and pushed him into, I think it was David Ball, and he got that knock on the ear. You've got to be very careful, because your balance and, like I said, equilibrium can go completely off. You can actually go deaf in that side of the ear where you've been hit for a while until it comes back to normal. So you've got to be careful.
Thankfully, I've never had that experience with you. Sparring, Wayne, perhaps a hint of upper arm in that one, bringing you down, but does really well again, Ben Blitz. Another impressive performance from the young Kiwi striker. He's got the goal. It's got Wellington back into this. 1-1. Ripping finale coming up again. A-League action. Anzac Day evening.
A really great battle.
Falls for Hamed. Lewis. Again, his cross beats everyone. Fenton will run it down. Another opportunity here. They've got plenty of bodies in the box. The next, it's a good cross from Fenton. And Wayne ended up handballing there. Did he not? Lewis on target.
Decent strike as well. Well done to Louis Fenton. Had a go at him in the first half, and rightfully so, for that poor cross. That was an excellent cross.
Adelaide United perform well when they have the glut of possession. They've had 55% of it in this particular game. In the games in which they've had 46 or more, have won 9 of 13 this season. And the opposition have the majority of possession. They tend to struggle a little more. So not the case this evening. Let's see if it counts for anything. Monday and Cavallo not quite on the same page on this left-hand side. It wasn't a handball, it was Elsey, brave defending again. It was actually Wayne looking, perhaps, at the referee when he got up. Cavallo. Bobble as he went to kick that. He does really well to get his foot through it. And right into the path of Ryan Strain. He's got no one in front of him. Strain thinks about the shot instead. To his winger Halloran, and it's way over the top of Mork. Just wonder why Ryan Strain just wouldn't have had a pop there.
Important part of the game.
Well, actually, now I know why. That particular statistic. And hey, these guys are fine footballers, but unfortunately it just hasn't happened for them in front of goal. And poor old Alex Roof is looking for his first goal in over 80 appearances, and Ryan Strain, that's the top 5. Jason Guerrier back in the A-League. Welcome back, mate. We'll throw that stat up as well. Sorry, Jason. It's, yeah, it'll happen one day.
I got it. Both side very each of the seats.
Did you hear Fatale then? No. He said, I've got it, as it came over, and Cavallo did really well to chest it down.
Interesting to see what both managers do in terms of their substitutions. Usually we've seen a lot of substitutions by this time into the 73rd minute. Well, here comes one now from Wellington. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Carl Viet counters with one of his own.
Cameron Devlin about to make an entrance. Not in time for this set piece and this little break of play. Adelaide get going again. Halloran, Strain, getting into the box, wriggling free, and unfortunately running into a dead end. He's pleading for a corner. He's not going to get it, and Alex Rufer is going to make way for Devlin.
There we go.
Down to Alex Brosk about a player who knows a bit about from Sydney FC days, Cameron Devlin.
Yeah, it's good to see him coming back on the field. Cammy's been great. His time spent at Wellington has been incredible. It's really, he's taken his game to a whole new level. Seeing him at Sydney was one thing and training with him, but unfortunately he didn't get too much game time there. I think it was a little bit hard for him, and he made the decision to move, and what a great move for him, because he's been outstanding this year.
They won't lose any energy, put it that way, with him out there, Cameron Devlin, out there to break up play.
And one of his main jobs will be to make sure his opposite number, the number 8, Stephen Mork, is covered. They actually pretty much sorted that out as Halloran makes another break. Because at the beginning, Mork was causing all sorts of problems. Clayton Lewis and Alex Ruffer between them sorted that out. But he still had that job, and also that job to win the ball back for his players and get the ball to the likes of De Villa and Ball as soon as they possibly can.
Here is Avila, and Fenton is in an acre of space on this right-hand side, but instead they get up in a little interplay in the middle of the park there, the Knicks. Lewis to Ball. And McGarry to no one.
That was poor from Wellington. Like you said, Fenton was completely clear for more than 10 seconds.
And
continue to go through the middle.
You can see the coach at the bottom of the screen there telling his players exactly that.
Understandable. Here they go again, and here goes Fenton again. They go back the other way.
Lewis to Villa. To Devlin. De Villa again, looks up. Doesn't need to be invited twice, Uli De Villa, to have a shot. That one sails into the empty south end.
Does do. Some very unhappy teammates, notably Tom Mohamed, who was in an excellent position.
It's not empty at the north end, though. Having a great time up there. And they've got 15 minutes plus of good football to come here. As Adelaide United look for the goal, will reclaim the lead and reclaim top spot on the live ladder. Halloran, Strain. Mork, Halloran stays on side. Big chance. Oh, what a save from Ollie Sale. He'll do it again.
Oh.
No, Cavallo puts it into where the Adelaide fans are right now. But Oliver Sale, that is top class.
Best save of the game thus far. And he's pulled off so many, kept his team in the game earlier on. And this was outstanding. Look at this, low down. And Cavallo, how he doesn't hit the target, only he can tell us.
Oh, and Ryan Strain.
But just when you thought Adelaide had gone a little bit quiet, they just showed the dynamic play that they can undertake and what it can do to oppositions. Big chance. But once again, Oliver Sale up to the task.
He's getting closer and closer, Ryan Strain, in his 72nd appearance. Keep knocking on the door as Josh Sotirio is going to make an entrance, and that changes the picture, as it always does when Josh comes off the bench, because he'll make Adelaide United's back four really think about their positioning, how high they get, or if they drop a little more. That one from Sale, not quite on the button for Louis Fenton. Here he comes. No, not yet. Changed their mind.
Doesn't look to be any counters from the Adelaide side either.
No subs yet for Adelaide United. How do you see Wellington at the moment, Alex Pross, down there on the sideline?
Well, I think the introduction of Cammy Devlin has definitely helped. He's getting on the ball a lot, and he's really sort of calming things in midfield for them. But I'm actually just surprised that Adelaide still haven't made a change. There's nearly 10 minutes to go, and they've got two exciting young players in Yengi and Al Hassan Toure who can come on and really, break this game open. But, yeah, Calvert really just staying patient and waiting to see what happens.
His hand might be forced here if Wellington can get something out of this forward movement. Fenton's cross, it's deflected and falls to Gauchi. Halloran launches a big switch to Goodwin. Takes a while for Cavallo to get underneath. Back it goes to Dorigo. Cavallo again. Sam Sutton as well has been readied by Wellington. Another youngster. Strain. Bit of space to operate in. To get to the byline and cut back, but wins a corner. Positive move from the right back. And Al Hassan Toure has been called up from the warm-up for Adelaide.
And Ryan Strain's been outstanding in the second half. Countless runs down that right-hand side. This half, the vast majority of their attacks, Adelaide have come down their right, Wellington's left.
Goodwin's corner. Juric underneath it, quite craned the neck to get it on target. And away come Wellington. Away they come. Davila. Oh, that was an important challenge from Dorigo, but it's alive still. Here's David Ball. Ben Waine getting into the box. The Englishman with the ball at his feet. Cuts back. Looks for the bottom corner. Diving header. Still alive. Over the bar corner.
Excellent save from Gauchi. And really good tracking back, you have to say. Jordan Elsey, Wayande, they flew back. Great ball from Devlin. And here you're thinking, okay, just watch these two. Look at Elsey and Wayande. But this is still a really good save from Gauchi.
It's Clayton Lewis, who had an Adelaide body in the way.
Super save.
I reckon that one's on target too from Lewis. Anyway, it's away. So there's changes aplenty about to happen, but they'll happen after this corner from Clayton Lewis for Wellington.
Yeah, I think it's Cassini Yengi time as well.
Sure is. Corner from Lewis. Cavallo well positioned at the top of the box. Down to Fenton, and fouls Mork. Hefty, play goes on. Juric looks up, looking for Goodwin, too much on it. Mork stays down.
The referee done well to play advantage there. Real opportunity for Tommy Juric to put Craig Goodwin away. He was through.
Yeah, Lewis does the right thing there because Stephen Mork still can't get up. It takes a bit to stop him.
And here comes the raft of changes. This gets him on the follow through.
Ben Waine, fourth goal in his last 4 games. He makes way for Josh Sotirio. James McGarry, like for like with Sutton. Left back was one of the changes for today. Sam Sutton. Are Adelaide going to make their changes just yet? Yeah, they are. So it's Stephen Mork. No more knocks for Stefan, but a goal. He's 7th of the season, equal top scorer for Adelaide United this season with Tommy Juric. His night is done. Al Hassan Toure coming on, and Tommy Juric for Cassini Yengi. Yengi, until a little hammy issue, scored 3 in his last 4. He's really hitting his stride. He's had all kinds of injury problems. Osteitis pubis has really hindered his progress in the last couple of years. Now we can see what he can do and see if he can get up to speed again immediately and find the winner for the Reds. Yengi will go into striking role and Al-Hassan Toure in behind. Looks like Sotirio for Wellington is set up on the right-hand side. Sutton does well straight into the game. Lewis. Sotirio and Fenton. Sotirio. His cross hits Cavallo and it goes out before Gauchi could get across. So another corner for the Knicks.
Interesting to note as well, originally when Sotirio was going to come on, he was being ready for Tom Mohamed, and then it was Benjamin Waine who was taken off. Obviously, Ufitale and his bench have spotted something. You mentioned Sotirio drifting a little bit more to the right-hand side, Adelaide's left. Huge last 10 minutes for both sides.
Oh, yeah. The ball was for... Well, didn't find him. Santore can't get it. Davila! Oh, that was close.
Well, the first one was well wide, and he incurred the wrath of Tom Mohamed. This one, you could tell by the reaction from Joe Gauci, wasn't far off at all. Rocket. Keeper had it covered, but nevertheless, he went after it.
Devlin battling with Dorigo and does well. And if it falls for Sotirio here, there's an issue defensively for Adelaide. Chops back Sotirio, finds Fenton. Oh, he's looking for Davila on the penalty spot. Couldn't quite find him.
Good play from Dorigo, but excellent play from Cameron Devlin, the original turn. Began that whole attack.
Deu falls for Yengi.
Super play. Not so simple.
Put the mock on him there. David Ball picking it up for Wellington. Lewis. Fenton can't quite keep it in. Just over 5 minutes of normal time to go. Dorigo uses his body well to open up the pitch, and the switch is on. There is the live ladder right there. That's what it means. Adelaide will stay in third with this result. Wellington stay in ninth with this result. A winner either way changes the picture totally. Oh, not quite. Sotirio is on. Cavallo well advanced on the left-hand side, the left back, and Sotirio recognised that as soon as the ball came out. His ball can't quite find Tom Ahmed. Broski end-to-end stuff at the moment. Who's looking more likely for the winner? Go on. Don't sit on the fence if you can't.
It's hard not to. My guess is as good as yours. I think, look, Adelaide, with the changes they've made, they look the more likely to me. I think with Hassan Toure and Yengi up front there, I think if they can get a chance, half a break or something, they've got enough of something special to get a winner. But in saying that, I mean, Sotirio, with the pace he's brought on now, he looks threatening every time he goes forward. So if I had to tip someone, I'm going Adelaide, but who knows?
Broski was seeing Sotirio drift a little bit more to the right-hand side already. His average positions is pretty much over here on this right-hand side. Do you think that's more from an attacking perspective, or is it sort of double-edged sword to keep Cavallo back as well?
I think it's a bit of that as well, yeah. Look, Sotirio definitely seems a lot more comfortable running out on this right-hand side, but they don't want Cavallo going forward anymore, it seems. I think he's been a threat.
Here's Al Hassan Toure with his left foot. Wellington filthy about a non-foul call on Uli Davila, and it nearly eventuated in a complete disaster at the back with Al Hassan Toure unleashing his left foot. Sorry, Broski.
Yeah.
It's a great chance. No, I think the tactic there is to try and keep Cavallo from coming forward, because he has threatened and gotten some good crosses in at times. So I think in keeping him back, it works well for Wellington, and also gives a real threat there with Sotirio's pace.
We're watching here as well. You look at Davila. Davilla's taking up a real central position now.
Here's Lewis. Davila. Ball, little bounce pass. Trying to wriggle free of restraint from strain.
Cracking second half.
It's a beauty. Again, Halloran has simply been awesome this season for Adelaide United. You have to think, been to a World Cup before, Ben Halloran. I don't know how far into Socceroos calculations he is for Graham Arnold, but he hasn't been arguably a better performer for Adelaide this season.
Look at that
is fouled by Yankee.
Look at that as well from Cavallo. Underlines Alex Bross's point completely. It's the first time second half I think I've actually seen him saying to Goodwin or the striker, whoever it was, Juric or Yankee, come forward, or not him driving with the ball, because he knows if he drives with the ball and goes forward, he has to get back and deal with Soterio.
Here's Sutton and Devlin. Villa, dangerous as always, spinning away from Dorigo, finding Fenton. The cross, attacking it is Hamed. Well, it's Soterio. No, Hamed. I was right first time. Point is, it was a massive opportunity for Wellington.
Super move from Wellington. For once, they come out here to Louis Fenton, and that's an excellent ball in. And this looked inches wide. When it goes off his foot, you're just waiting for that net to rust. Oh, just touches the outside of the net. He knows how close it was. Super play from Wellington.
Good press there. It's dropped out Adelaide United's ability to try and play out, and it falls to Lewis. Not much width on this right-hand side. Cavallo takes advantage of that by clearing the centre of the park to Josh Law. So Wellington, some good moments here. Surely Tom Hamed is due a change of luck at the end of a game.
What a cracking goal that would have been.
Given what happened against Western Sydney Wanderers at Bankwest Stadium. Soterio, Fenton's ball. It's a good run, and it's a good ball right across the 6-yard box, but some tired legs in the middle. Understandable that Hamed and Davila couldn't quite get there.
Another great move from Wellington, who are looking the most likely now. Really good ball. Fenton, Soterio tried to put it in front of his two strikers, but a little bit too far in front. Now Adelaide.
What hold-on play from Yankee, using his body to advantage there. Show and go, and Law's got in the way. Just, but Yankee, the way he brought that ball down was impressive. And back go Wellington. We've got 5 extra minutes to enjoy here at Wynn Stadium. Who gets the win? Ball launches one to Fenton. Time to evaluate. His cross. Dorigo in the way.
Another decent cross. And finally, Wellington are coming out to this right-hand side. Ryan Kiddo's about to come on for Craig Goodwin.
On he goes, quick sub. Goodwin just walks straight off. Ryan Kiddo, minutes hard to come by in an injury-interrupted campaign so far. Important job to fulfill here in these last 5 minutes. This is the intent from both sides. Every time the ball goes out, both coaches are just running to the ball, giving it to a player to take the quick throw in. No one wants to sit on a point in this league at the moment. Yankee is fouled by Devlin, who can't quite believe it. It was. So it's Adelaide's chance to create something off a set piece. The big units go forward. One day has the opportunity to pick out about 4 or 5 players who are pretty handy with an aerial pursuit. Falls for Halloran. Oh. It's like a rocket, like a comet. It had a vapor trail behind it.
Normal up and down free kick. He gave that some. And that was close. That's all of a sales reaction. Always tells a story to Golku's reaction.
Oh. What do we got left here?
All one side nick it.
There is something brewing here in these last couple of minutes, you feel. Adelaide find a late winner. Top. Wellington find a late winner.
They go 6.
They go 6. Western Sydney Wanderers watching this with intent on 25 points.
Not only the Wanderers, it'll be Brisbane, Western United, MacArthur.
Elsie over the top. Yankee runs into a couple. Wins a corner, throwing his body about. Him and Al Hassan have worked up a sweat in these last 10 minutes.
That they have. I love watching him play. Such a young lad. I'd pay money to watch him play any day.
Corner in. It's not clear. Yankee can attack it, and one day can have a go. Big slice. Elsie looking for the flick on. Timotheo unlikely. Day as he's winding up, Hamed threw his boot at it and got in the way. Strain elects to go outright to Dorigo. His cross looking for Kitto, but it's over the top.
Wellington can react. It was like pinball in their own box there for a while.
Hang on. We've got a little check going on here. Adam Kersey has said, wait, Ollie Sale, don't take the goal kick yet. He wanted it to take it quickly.
There was a shout for handball during that pinball. So look.
Not given.
Hands are by his side. Actually tried to pull his hands away too.
Cavallo finds Al Hassan Toure. All the way out to Halloran. Strain. And again, his cross looking for Yengi. Payne in the way. Davila breaking short.
Sotirio this side. Sotirio this side.
He's still alive here, and Sotirio is away. Davila is there for company as well. Sotirio one-on-one with Tomer Hamed in the centre as well, and Gauci took no chances. It was maybe missing anyway, but you can't afford at this stage to have a gamble.
What a game. So much credit to both sides. The managers not settling for a point. Gauci makes the save he had to make. We expect him to, but just the up and down nature. Look at that clock. Both teams still going at each other, not settling for the point. There's pressure here, but for Adelaide.
Davila's corner. It's well placed and attacking, and a number of yellow shirts over the back of Sotirio with Sale. Penalty! Adam Kersey's found a penalty on Josh Sotirio. I think it's Gauci the one who's given it away, and Wellington, with the upcoming last kick of the game, have got a chance to win it. It's kicked off in the middle here. Cameron Devlin involved with a couple of Adelaide players. It's all happening.
The upshot of it is, it's a penalty. It's Clayton Lewis and Al Hassan Toure going at it. Hit the crossbar, and I'm sure this is because of the goalkeeper coming into the back of Sotirio. Let's have a look. Yep.
Still down, Josh Sotirio. It's all calmed down in the box.
They won't be overturning this one, in my opinion.
He just totally missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hit the bar as well, amidst all of that.
To be going off the same precedent of, for example, a player, Adam, going totally for the ball, no doubt about that, but just you're having the opposition nip in front of them and you keep going through with your action and you go straight into the play, a little bit like Qualls won against Western Sydney Wanderers and Newcastle's won last week against Macarthur.
So Kersey's given bookings to Devlin and Al Hassan Toure, who kick-started that little melee, that brouhaha after the penalty was given, but it's Tomer Hamed over the ball. The opportunity to be the match winner. He's a national hero in Israel, given his exploits with the national team there. He scored in La Liga. He scored in the Premier League. He scored goals this season in the A-League, and now he has the chance for the Knicks. Keeping pace with the six, Joe Gauci, who saved those two penalties against Central Coast Mariners.
He's got a good record against penalties.
Outstanding.
A chance to keep Wellington finals hopes alive.
Tomer Hamed wins the game for Wellington Phoenix. Runs to his fans, who are going absolutely Burko. There they are.
Happy for Tomer Hamed. Cruelly had that equaliser that time denied against Western Sydney Wanderers at Bankwest Stadium for the minuscule of offsides. He's done well for them today in what's been an outstanding encounter between these two sides. But Wellington Phoenix, they are still in the hunt for a finals position.
Celebrating with the flag and really enjoying himself, Tomer Hamed, as we have another look at it.
Cool as a cucumber.
Coolly done. Alex Brosk, down to you, mate. What do you make of the last minute or so we've seen here?
Oh, it was crazy, and I had Carl Viet screaming down my neck as he's watching the TV monitor. He thought there was a handball in the lead-up before even the penalty, and definitely wasn't happy. But look, for me, it was a pen. It was unlucky. The goalkeeper had a decision to make on whether to come out or not. There was no one marking Sotirio, and he got him late, and it was a penalty, and well taken, and incredible finish to an incredible game.
Tomer Hamed makes way. Stephen Taylor brought in for the last couple of seconds. I don't know if there's going to be too much. There he is. His family's here. He's moved everyone here. He's got the little kids happening. A couple of little kids down there with the 17 on the back. Lovely scenes. Remarkable scenes here at Wynn Stadium. Tomer Hamed with the winner, you would say, unless, you never know, there couldn't be, could there? Adelaide launch everyone forward. Stephen Taylor, that's what he's out there for. Kick ball with head as far as he can. And that is that. That is the winner from Tomer Hamed from the spot. And Wellington Phoenix have come back from a goal down to catapult into the top 6.
What an amazing victory from this Wellington Phoenix side. We talked about their character all along. The fact that they had to relocate here to Wollongong, New South Wales and Australia, play all their matches away from home. They also had to put up with the fact that they were playing some really good football but still not losing, and that can be debilitating to a team's mentality. But they've come up trumps here today in a game, really, that at one stage it looked as though they're going to lose, and lose quite well. Tremendous character, and fantastic performances, and the winner right at the end for Tomer Hamed, who, like I said, who got denied that goal, equalising goal against Western Sydney Wanderers, and today was the hero with the penalty at the end. But a special word as well for the goalkeeper, Oliver Sale. He was outstanding today.
Full time at Wynn Stadium. It's Wellington Phoenix 2, Adelaide United 1. And the man who made it 2-1 joins us right now. I don't know if the heart rate's over about 300 at the moment, Tomer, but mate, well done with the penalty. What are you telling yourself when you're lining up for that to win the game for your side?
I think for those moments we're playing football. This was the opportunity for me. To be honest, at the start we saw that I would play only 60 minutes, 70, because I just came back. But I told the manager half-time, I feel good. Keep me on the pitch, I feel I will score the winner. And that's what happened. I'm so happy, and of course, in front of all the Israeli people, the Jewish community, they came today to see me here. It's the best feeling ever.
Well, lucky you didn't miss anyway then, Tomer. And the first goal, the first goal as well, a vital touch you got onto Benjamin Wayne, but that was so important because I actually thought if it doesn't go to Benjamin Wayne, that maybe Timotheo will get sent off for pulling you down.
Yeah, that's why we are fighting for every ball. That's the only way to win games. I'm happy that I helped in this way as well for the first goal. And Ben Wayne, amazing player. I'm happy for him. He's doing an amazing season. And he was there on the right time, in the right moment to score the 1-1. And from there we saw that we're going to win the game. And we fight until the last minute. And we've done it in the last second, actually.
You did. Last kick of the game, basically, until Stephen Taylor came on for you and then just did one of the most booming headers I've ever seen. Hey, just quickly, can you educate us on the goal celebration that you did over there? The wonderful scenes in the corner.
Yeah, first of all, it was important for me to run straight to the Jewish community. They came all the way from Sydney today. And yeah, it's an important meaning. I put the flag on the head. If you know, the Jewish people, they used to wear a kippah. I put the flag on my head. I said, Shema Israel. It's important meaning for us. I'm praying every morning, and I prayed this morning, and I knew that this is my day. So I'm happy that we finished the game like that. I'm happy for the team and for the fans that came today to support us.
Well done. I think your girls want to hang out with Daddy now, so they're on the fence hanging for you, mate. Enjoy this moment.